Hello, sorry about that. I knocked my camera and it's a little bit fragile, so it just turned off. So yeah, I'm just going to finish off with this last little bit that's not on the first shot of the video. So I'm just going to add the darknesses on the left hand side once again. Don't forget as well, obviously, I know that the timer is saying, that this took me 40 minutes, but please, please, please try and spend at least a couple of hours on it. Make sure that you get a nice large picture done. If you've only got A4 paper, obviously stretch it out to the edges and try and do a couple of them. You've got loads of time on your hands at the minute. Try and make it productive. And just remember as well, anything that you do can be used towards your coursework in year 10 and 11. And if you're doing pictures of a high quality now, then you can just bring those into school and we can carry on using them in your coursework. So, in the past, I've done this lesson I remember doing it twice, definitely, maybe 3 times, I don't know. But one of a really, really successful one, I used to have a little girl in year 7 who did it, and she drew a horse and cart, like a bit of a Disney princess theme, and she did the horse made out of wood, and then she did the cart made out of cheese, like a Swiss cheese, but obviously, very dramatic with the holes in it and stuff like that. And the wheels were, just normal wheels, so obviously it just looked like a cheese cart. It was fantastic, really, really good. I had another one who did a shoe and made it out of like dog hair and put like a dog lead on the end. That was really good. They're the only ones that jump out at mine, but obviously, like I said before about using the idea of like just a fruit bowl or something, have a wander around your house, see what you can find. You really want a shape that you definitely know what it is. Like if I would have drawn you the normal shape of a banana, you might be able to see that it's a banana just given the shape of it. But because I've just opened these I've peeled the peel back, and it's kind of like an open peel, and I've used different textures for the inside of the peel. I've used a different texture for the outside of the peel. It just adds to kind of the dramatic effect, and you can definitely tell that it's an open banana. I'd like to think anyway. Right, so you can see there that I've finished now. So I'm happy about it. The one thing that I would like to just change a little bit is just maybe put some cracks in some of these bricks. I haven't done that. Always be analytical of your own artwork. If you're sat at home drawing, take a step back and think, what could you do differently? The amount of times that I'll like go off for a cup of tea and I'll come back and have a look at it and I'll think, oh, why didn't I think of that the first time round? And then I'll completely change something. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to add some really dark texture there, because obviously that's underneath. That's underneath the peel. So I'm trying to, show my way. Sorry, I hate that. I realise like when I'm doing a video I just start talking and then stop. Sorry, what I mean is I'm trying to emphasise that depth, and I'm trying to show you what's 3D and not what's 3D, but what's coming forward and what's dropping back. So obviously the dark, once again, depth. What's dark is dropping back and what's light is jumping out at you. So it's called the darkness and the highlight, or the shadow and the highlight. I'm just crisping up those edges. Yeah. And now, what else could I do? That's about it, really. Oh, no, actually, I haven't added a darkness there, look. Can you see? Just like I did with the banana peel on the other side. I've got to add a darkness there because, try and work it out, it's underneath. Do you know what I mean? So anything that's underneath something, you'd expect a little bit more shadow. So can you see, just by adding this tiny little bit of shadow, that then makes this look like it's on top. I'm also just going to add a bit of a darkness there, because that is of course behind the banana. And then I'm just going to add those little flicks again. There you go. So I do think that I'm finished now. Actually, say that. Just add a little bit of darkness to this side. There you have it. So that is my example of a texture juxtaposition. So once again, obviously, I will add a little demonstration at the beginning of the PowerPoint. So yeah, I'm like traveling back in time here, because by the time you get to this video, you'll have already watched the video. So I'm going to put a couple of examples of texture and how to draw them in there. The only thing left is the explanation once again of a texture juxtaposition. So the reason that it is a juxtaposition is because it's a contrast, it's an opposing element. So sorry, because my email's going off. So in art, when we talk about a juxtaposition, it's kind of like the intention of showing something that's completely different. So it's to create an effect, and that is a juxtaposition. René Magritte was very famous for doing this. So if you want to Google his name, René Magritte, he was a surreal artist. Alright, hope you've enjoyed this. And like I said, please spend a good couple of hours on this, or more. Please get carried away, spend 5-6 hours, upload it all, and obviously I will award some merits where necessary. Alright, thank you very much.